Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I like to get started on some spring and summer cleaning in my apartment. I don't do the entire apartment in one day. I definitely just start off with pieces of my house. I usually like to do the living room, kitchen, and bathroom because I feel like those get the most dirty. So let's jump in. So this time around, I actually bought fresh flowers. I typically don't ever have fresh flowers in my house, mostly because I feel so bad for them. And they die really quickly in my apartment. It just gets way too hot and I don't know, they just die really quickly. And then I feel bad throwing them away. Plus I get allergies. So typically I don't have them, but this time around I just really felt like I needed it. I felt like I needed their energy, if that makes any sense. So I trimmed off the ends of my flower and I got my vase prepped with some water. I believe these are daisies, I'm not 100% sure. So I just trimmed the edges and put them in this vase. I realized later that they're way too tall, so I ended up trimming some more of the stem off. But yeah, I didn't show that part. And then for the lilies, I have this food that came with a little bouquet of them, and as you can see they're still closed, but they did end up blooming within a few days. But lilies are such sensitive flowers, at least in my experience, that they really need to have like the perfect temperature and the perfect amount of sunlight, and unfortunately my apartment does not have that. So they only each lasted about a week, like both the daisies and these lilies. I think the lilies lasted a little longer, but yeah. So here they are, not in bloom yet, unfortunately. But they did bloom and they smelled so wonderful and they look so beautiful. I just wish they lasted longer. After prepping all of my flowers, I decided to tackle the bathroom first. I start off by kind of moving everything off the counter, cleaning it away. And I put on my favorite podcast, My Favorite Murder. I love listening to them. Putting on my beautiful, sexy gloves. Gotta protect those hands. And I'm going to start it with 409, and I'm just going to spray my counter. And also scrubbing bubbles, I'm going to put that onto my faucet. It makes it really nice and shiny. As you're going to be able to tell throughout the video, I do not use the most natural products. I'm sad to say, but I really do like the chemical part. For me and my weird OCD, I just feel like it cleans the best. I don't know. Here I'm going to use Ajax bleach. I'm going to just rub this stain here because I was burning a candle and it left like a really dark spot, but the Ajax helped. And I'm just going to rinse everything off, make sure everything is nice and clean. I just get really grossed out by the bathroom, so I really feel like using Ajax or some sort of bleach just really helps. And then I'm going to use this toothbrush, this really old toothbrush, and get like the really tiny crevasses around the faucet. I typically have like an actual brush, but I have no idea where it went. It just gets so gross and dirty. I don't know. I don't know how people keep this clean all the time. I feel like mine gets dirty in just like a matter of days, literally like 2 days, and it's gross again. I don't know. And then comes the favorite part, the toilet. So I use this again, Clorox. I know, not the best, but I'm telling you guys, I just get really grossed out. So I feel like the bleach is the best thing to use. So I first start off with that, and then I'm going to wipe the actual toilet. I typically try and use either rags or sponges, but with the toilet, I use paper towel. I know it's not the best, but once again, I just get really grossed out with the toilet. So I feel like with this, you clean it and then you throw it away. I don't really feel like washing the rags from the toilet. I don't know. Am I weird? Does that make any sense? I don't know. But that's just how I like to do it. I feel like it's just the best way and the most sanitary way, in my opinion. And I didn't show you, but I did end up going in with a brush and actually cleaning the toilet. Next comes the bathtub, and I have this mat thing, and it gets really gross around like the little suction cup things, as you can see here. Ugh, disgusting. So again, I used to have like this actual brush. I don't know where it is. want it back, but I ended up using my old toothbrush and just scraping all around every single one of them. So this was definitely quite time consuming, but I did it. And then I just rinse it off with hot water. And then I proceed to clean the walls and then the windowsill. It got really gross and like had shampoo on it and conditioner. And I feel like just living with two other people, things get dirty really quickly. Maybe it's just me and my OCD. I just feel like everything is always dirty and so gross. And then I took out my little bath mats, I swept, and then I'm going to use my Swiffer to just clean the floors. And then I'm going to move on to the living room. I'm going to use this Glade carpet freshener thing. Now I don't use this very often. It is a very strong scent, and this was actually left by an ex-roommate, and so I'm like, well, I'm just going to use this up. I use this maybe like twice a year at most. I kind of pour it all over the carpet, let it sink in a little bit, and then you want to make sure and you vacuum it really, really well. My vacuum is not the best, so I definitely have to go over it a few times here and there. I believe you can make a DIY of this, of like baking soda and some essential oils and stuff, so I'm going to definitely try that out as soon as I run out of this thing. I just don't like to waste things, so I like to finish everything off before I throw it away. Then I moved on to my disgusting fridge. Actually, the entire fridge was pretty good. It was just this bottom part that I realized things just somehow leaked under these little plastic bins. So I took them out. I sprayed the fridge, and here I'm just scrubbing whatever this is. I'll be honest, I don't know what it is, but it's gross. So here we are, cleaning it. The rest of the fridge was actually pretty good. Usually I have to clean the entire fridge, but thankfully everything else was really nice and clean. So I just decided to do this, and I don't show in the video, but I do end up kind of just wiping my counters and wiping the outside of the fridge. I like to just kind of pick things and do little aspects of my apartment every day. And so it only takes me about 2-3 days. Sometimes I power clean and I literally spend the entire day cleaning my entire apartment, and some days I like to just spread it out throughout a few days. It just kind of depends on my mood and how much time I have. This time around, I kind of spread it out and just did what I consider kind of the essentials, which is the living room, the bathroom, and the kitchen. And that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. I hope this inspires you to start cleaning your apartment or your home. And remember, just to start small. You don't need to tackle the entire thing in one day. And add little things like fresh flowers to your home to make it nice and create positive vibes and energy. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.